And next we have Jamie Mueller, the head softball coach.
Okay, so we have just entered our 4th week of practice. We've been pretty lucky so far. We've had the opportunity to get outside and practice on the turf field a few times already, and weather looks great for the end of this week, so hoping to get out there a few more times. We've got about 12 days now till our winter break trip, where we will play 8 games in Claremont, Florida, and then head down to Transylvania and play some pretty good competition there for 4 games at the end of the week. So our big goals for the season, number one for us is to continue to build our team culture. That's been very important for us this entire year, and ultimately what I think is the most important thing. The team's season goal is to make it to the NCAA tournament. Last year we made some huge strides. We made it to the conference tournament, the IAC tournament, for the first time since 2009, where we were really just ended up being one big hit away from making it to the championship game in that tournament. So, it's our goal to continue to build off of that and get a little bit further each year. We know we've got some ways to go here, but we do have great team chemistry and a solid work ethic to guide our journey. We do have some key returners. You'll probably see a lot of what you saw last year. We have returning in the circle for us, Kim Wedeking. She's one of our 2 seniors this year. She pitched probably half the innings last year, and we're expecting her to take on a little bit more this year. I think last year she gained some great experience in the IAC, and we're really going to rely on her this year to do some great things for us. We have returning in our infield both Mara Forsyth and Erica Countryman. They were both second team all-conference and second team all-region players for us last year. 2 of our big hitters, both batting in the 400s. So we're going to rely on them again this year to keep our infield solid and do some big things for us in our lineup. We also have returning Kaylee O'Brien, who ended up she was honorable mention in our conference last year. She's a key player for us because she's a utility player. We're able to use her in the infield and the outfield, which is really important for us because we're pretty shallow in some key positions. So she'll probably play again. She'll probably start in the infield for us and work her way to the outfield once we get Katie Summer back and can have her in the infield. And again, we're expecting some big things from her in the lineup. She's one of our lefty slappers who can also hit with some pop. So, and then the other 2 eventually we'll have Katie and Christy Summer back in our lineup. We really just have 3 newcomers on our team this year. One is actually a senior, so most people probably know her because she played softball in this program for her first 2 years at Wartburg, Taylor Smola. She was a big hitter a couple years ago in the lineup, and she decided not to play last year and really missed it, so we're excited to welcome her back to our team. She'll probably be doing some catching for us and play first base. And then our 2 freshmen are both from Colorado. Emily Smiley, she's an outfielder, and Katie Quintana, who is an infielder. You'll probably see Emily break into the lineup here and there. Katie has been kind of struggling with an injury for the past 4 weeks. So we're not really sure how that'll shake out yet. In regards to our conference, the IAC is a very well-respected, one of the most competitive Division III conferences in softball. So, we expect that to be the same this year. We know that we're going to have to play our best every single game, which is great because That's true of everybody in the conference. It's hard to tell how it's going to shake out because, there's a lot of really great competition, and if somebody's not playing their best every day, anybody can win on any given day. So, we're expecting great competition from the conference, which will ultimately just bring the best out in us. So we're looking forward to that. Any questions?
Have you seen any difference in your kids' attitude based on the success that they had last year, kind of as they go into this one?
Absolutely. I think just from where the program was a few years ago and leading up to last year, there was almost like an expectation from them to lose and get beat up on in the conference. And I think with some of the success they saw last year, they completely changed their expectations. So, now they expect to win. They think they can beat anybody. And they're determined to really turn this program around and, bring it back to the top of the conference again. So much more confidence, much more determination. And I think we'll see that they're able to bounce back a little bit better, when we do get behind.
And who are some of those top conference teams that you'll be looking to upset this year?
Probably, all the same ones. You never know from year to year, but, Luther's ranked really high again to start the season. They didn't really lose much last year, so we're expecting them to be great again. Central's always a great competitor. Simpson lost a lot of their starters last year, but, I have no doubt that they'll be great again this year. Again, it's pretty, top to bottom, it's going to be tough. I think even last year when we had some success, there were very few games for us that weren't like a fight till the very end.
As you look at taking that next step, are there some things that are kind of a key for you? Like pitching depth or maybe base running or, some certain things that you have to do?
Yeah, our pitching staff is pretty shallow this year. So, staying healthy for us this year is going to be key. Our roster is much smaller than it was last year. Right now, we just have 3 pitchers. So, and really, Kim is the only one with a fair amount of experience. The other 2 just got a few innings last year. So, we're pretty shallow there. So, looking forward, we will need to build our pitching staff. But for this year, because we are, so shallow in that position, we are going to need to have solid defense to help our pitchers through. Like, we can't have our pitchers pitching extra innings and extra batters because we're gonna need them.